Tony Gamble isn't fussed about fancy gizmos and electronics. He's more than happy with a simple, dependable and grunting machine, devoid of all modern computer-driven trappings. The less complicated, the better. No surprises then with his most recent purchase, a top-of-the-line Madill 3800C tracked bass, fitted with the latest Woodsman 850 processor, which went to work with his Otago crew back in July. Tony is the first New Zealander to purchase a recently made Madill tracked machine, but he's no stranger to the brand, having purchased one of the 5 Brightwater-built 124 swing yarders a year ago. That's when he learned there were plans to bring the other Madill models to New Zealand, but when the distribution of Madill equipment went into limbo for a while, prior to the Porter Group taking up the reins, Tony stepped into the gap to import the 3800C privately, direct from the Vancouver Island factory. He had already seen the 3800C at work during a trip to Canada and the US Pacific Northwest states, and decided it would be ideal to replace the second-hand machine processing wood for his operation. Tony came away from that trip very impressed with the huge hours some of the Madill loaders and shovelers were raking up. A few have logged as many as 30 to 40,000 hours and are still going strong. And the fact that he'd be getting a purpose-built machine that's designed especially for the task was the icing on the cake, to the point that even the choice of a detuned Detroit 60 series meant there was much less stress on the engine, yet it was still plenty powerful to drive the big Woodsman head, as well as swinging and lifting without penalty. But it was another critical box that was ticked for Tony. The standard boom and arm configuration for this model is almost 12 meters long, and the 3800C has the ability to lift the 4.9-ton processing head and a decent-sized stem at full stretch without danger of tipping over. Our iron tester, Stan Barlow, was very impressed with the all-round prowess of the Madill, which is one of the biggest in its class and provides excellent visibility from the 5-meter high cab. Even though the power is dialed back to 325 horsepower, the all-important torque means there is no shortage of grunt to drive the hydraulic, and it just powers wood through the Woodsman's rollers. This is the first of the new 850 heads we've tested, and the new Woodsman is ideally matched to the performance of the Madill. Tony has even conceded to having electronics to operate the optimizing system, which turns the log making into a very simple task. The original design of the 3800 might stretch back more than 20 years, but the modern execution means this Madill is a match for any other tracked processor on the skid. Get the December issue of the New Zealand Logger magazine for the Shaw's iron test on the Madill 3800C.